Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to present a grammar lesson from the second year English program Seq2 Me and My Shopping. The title of the lesson is Much and Many, which are quantifiers. The framework that I'm going to use for this lesson: preparation, which in this phase you're going to prepare your pupils for the presentation phase. Then you have the presentation phase, in which you present the new item for your pupils, you present the examples on the board, and you make your pupils analyze, isolate, and deduce the rule. Then we have practice. It is the phase where you have to give your pupils activities. Then finally, use. Your pupils are going to invest prior knowledge in order to perform a communicative task. The objective of the lesson. By the end of my lesson, my pupils will be able to talk about the quantity of countable and uncountable nouns using much and many. Now you can paraphrase the objective the way you want. Here in the warm-up, instead of playing a game, I prefer to present something which is related to the lesson. Here I brought a picture which contains some vegetables, and I'm going to ask my pupils to name these vegetables. Of course, you can change this picture, you can present another picture, you can show them a picture of fruits or vegetables and fruits, of fish and meat. Here it's like a revision of the listening lesson, because you presented many items, so you just remind them of the items they have seen in the previous lesson. I'm going to introduce my grammar lesson with the listening task. Of course, you know, you can integrate in any lesson the skill you want. Here, the dominating sub-skill is grammar, because grammar is a sub-skill, it is not a skill. Here, I integrated listening as a skill, which is going to help me in the preparation phase and allows me to go to the presentation phase with good context. Here, this script, I wrote it myself. Now, if you want to adapt it, adopt it, or change it completely, you are really free. Here, I tried to introduce the target item. I used a lot of many and much, so that my presentation is going to be contextualized. Then, in the presentation phase, just try to make your pupils guess the title by themselves. Here in the examples, of course, after interacting with my pupils, I make them listen to the script, then I interact with them, asking them some questions related to the listening. Then I'm going to write my examples. It means I'm going to just pick from my script what I need. Here I wrote these two examples. We need to buy many vegetables. We don't have much time. Then, of course, I'm going to interact with my pupils, and I'm going to add, we've got a lot of food, or the other example of a lot of. Here, I'm going to ask my pupils questions, which is going to be in a form of interaction. And here, this way, I'm going to make my pupils guess the title of the lesson. I'm going to ask questions. For example, here, why have you used here many, and why have you used here much? What is the difference between vegetables and time? Can we say, for example, one vegetable, two vegetable? Yes. Can we say, for example, one potato, two potatoes? Yes. Can we say, for example, one banana, two bananas? Yes. What about time? Can we say one time, two times? No, we can't. So here, for vegetables, it is considered as an accountable noun, and time is considered as an uncountable noun. And here I'm going to ask them to give you some examples. Maybe they get it wrong, maybe they get it right, but the most important thing is that you make them, you involve them in the interaction. And of course, I'm going to add a lot of food. Here you mention that a lot of can be used with uncountable and countable nouns, and it is somehow informal compared to many and much, which are more formal. Then I'm going to move directly to practice. Of course, try to simplify things. In practice, in the first, of course, I'm going to write the title of the lesson, expressing quantity with many and much. Then I'm going to distribute handouts containing activities, or I'm going to write the activities on the board. The first activity is a form-based. It means your pupils are going to recognize the structure. Here, I ask them to reorder the words to get correct sentences. I introduced much, many, and of course, not just affirmative, also interrogative. In the second activity, here I asked my pupils to classify these words in the table. Here it requires some meaning. Here they have to understand the word in order to see whether they can count it or not, in order to classify it in the table. Then I presented another meaning-based activity. Here I asked them to put in many or much. Simple activity, 3-4 sentences are enough. Then I'm going to move to the use phase. Here your pupils are going to invest their prior knowledge in order to do this activity. This phase your pupils are going to invest prior knowledge. What is invest in prior knowledge? It means they're going to rely on what they have understood, on their background, in order to be able to do this activity. So here the pupil is going to rely on himself or herself and on his ideas, and is going to be creative and communicative. So here I give you just an idea on how to present the fourth activity, and then you are free to present it the way you want. Here I advise you to bring pictures. You either, for example, bring a picture of a kitchen containing many items like fruits, vegetables, and like sugar, coffee, etc. And are going to ask your pupils to comment on the picture using much and many, or are going to bring separate pictures like I did here, and are going to ask them, for example, question related to each picture. For example, for milk, do you see that the cup is full? Yes. So make a sentence using many, or make a sentence using much. Or for example, do you like to drink much milk in the morning? I'm going to answer. So here you're really free. You just have to guide your pupils, and you make them rely on themselves in order to write sentences or answer questions or complete a dialogue. That's all, my dear followers. Thanks you for watching this video. I hope it was useful. Of course, don't forget to comment, subscribe and share. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.